Am I correct? He's either prone or he's upright. And that's what he does. That's how he goes through life. And you notice that on the left, on the right of that shadow, you see an acacia bush growing in the sand. What's acacia bush growing in the sand? But acacia also means evergreen, don't it? Evergreen means ever life, don't it? In the sand. Now let's take this eye and let's take this pyramid. And you know how to take that pyramid and then bring that light to the earth? Now keep that pyramid and print it in your eye and keep it there. Then I'm going to turn the pyramid upside down and keep that and overlap that pyramid. What do you got right there? You got hex alpha, don't you? You got hex alpha, which is your dual trine. Am I correct? Huh? Now look over that bird's head and count them 13 stars. What symbol do those 13 stars make up? Hex alpha. And that ain't Jews, though we Jews. It ain't what you think it is. But let's look at that shadow when we bring that light to the earth. And you look underneath it and it says the Great Seal, doesn't it? Then take that and put that in front of your face and you'll see that that shadow with the acacia bush becomes a 7 in a circle, don't it? Doesn't it? You see that shadow? Huh? It becomes a 7, don't it? The reason why it violates physics, because the message and the symbology is metaphysical. Now, what you got, when you bring that light of Allah to the earth, and you harmonize and balance that dual trine, hex alpha, you now become the master of that seal. And that's the 7th seal right in your face. They handle it every day. That's how you hide it from them. And the sorcerers boast of it. Your job is to undo the sorcerer's work. The 7th seal is yours. The Great Seal is yours. It's up to you to claim it. That's your political platform. That's why this whole movement exists. You don't claim this lost estate? Illuminati got it. They're claiming it until you do. They've been living off your virtues. And they ain't sitting around worshiping those spooky gods either. They just sell them to you through your nigger leaders. Nigger leaders. They keep promoting Negro, black, and color amongst you. That's what they're paid for. But when they get their 32nd degree with the Knights of Templar and their lodges, they get a certificate saying, Assalamu alaikum. And then ritualistically, they take their holy, what they call holy name, or their Muslim name, which is really their Moorish name. And they ain't got nothing to do with religion. It has to do with supreme leadership and rulership of governance. Governmental principles. And they've been ruling you, and they got that sword over your head. Because you playing sleep games. Making a pact with them while you don't honor your own mothers and fathers. And they put it right in your face, and that's a story. You know how they say? You want to hide from niggers? Put it in their face, and you spend it every day. I tell you, whenever you spend this dollar from now on, never have it face up. Snap your fingers and give them the seal. All the time. Now let's go to indexus prohibitorum to let you understand, again, brother, you know, the church's position, and it's not the people. Do not charge the people because they just don't know better. You know, the whole world's deceived because of this game. I'm going to get to you. I ain't forgot you, brother. But I don't want to get too past myself. These things I'm setting you up in your mental state. This must be in your mental state when you're filing lawsuits. Because they are trained to this. Them magistrates, them judges are Masons. From a lodge perspective, we're not dealing with the natural man. You got some of them that are dealing with the principles of the Moabites those high civilization principles, but you have others who are in there to subvert. Do you understand?
You're talking about the conspirators of government, like the Knights of Templar. Can you elaborate on that a little more?
They're not, the Knights of Templar for the most part now use just the simple term Masons. But I must make it clear, it does not mean Masons are corrupt. Mason is an institution that pretty much maintains a lot of your Moorish history. It's just coded. But many people are in the lodges for the purpose of maintaining rulership over you. They're not intending to enlighten the people. They're intending to subvert you. Do you understand? But that does not mean every Mason in the lodge has that position. You got many clandestine people in there. All Negroes are clandestine. Any Negro Mason is clandestine from day one. Negro black people, because they're fictions. They even asking Europeans, can they wear the red vest? Will you recognize us? It belongs to them. Europeans are their sons, who they deny. Now they're being denied. And they don't like it. They call it prejudice. In other words, essentially, we're all one. There's only one nation here, it's the Moorish nation across the world. And all nations derive from the ancient Moabites. But they had to corrupt the history. Do you understand? And if you go into European family, they start talking all kind of trash to you. Well, go into their family and go into their coats of arms. They're Moors. They're not going to tell you about that Yaqubian experiment, are they? Not the real truth. You know, but that's not, contrary to what most people think, that's not a negative. A lot of people misrepresent that information. It wasn't done for evil intent. It was done to release some karma. And because of falling of civilization, to get back. Because we also needed lighter bodies. That comes from great experiments. So don't misunderstand that. So don't get caught up in that thing that you see out there, you know, white and black people. That's friction. That's total fiction. And that's evil meanness.